everyone. Well, yeah, it is the afternoon. Here's a continuation of it. So, Avatar saves. Yes. There we go. Right. So, what we're going to be doing in this one is, they're going to be doing some things in Africa. It's African. It's basically colonial expansion that they'll be doing. Right. So, the first thing that they do is they declare war on Spain. Then they take those colonies there. Um, and then they also take these ones right by down by here. And they also take that tiny bit. Now they declare war on Portugal. And they take this island. And they start pushing into Portuguese colonies from both sides. And they take that. They also make a naval landing there. And they also start pushing down by here. Oh frig, didn't mean to do that to you, Britain. You right? You good? Britain, sorry, not my fault. Yeah, so they annex that. And they just take that. And then, um, they go to war with these tribes, because I'm just going to call them that, because they look more like tribes instead of colonies. So they take that, and they start invading here, which is pretty quick, because they're they basically have no guns. Now, they make a deal with Austria-Hungary to carve up this, Ethiopia, and also Austria-Hungary just gave that to them. But this is now Dominion. This is now like a separate country now. I'm just gonna say it's like that because they just left because of the loss of Britain. So they vowed they want to join Ethiopia and give them their military strength, which isn't much. So at the start of the war, Germany rapidly pushes in there. Austria-Hungary kind of pushes here, but like not much. Then Germany starts to actually dig its claws in. And then German-Austrian well, they already met by there, but yeah, they're pushing in. So after a long time fighting, Germany controls this, Austria-Hungary controls this. Now, they forgot about this part of Belgium, so this part is the Republic of the independent state of Belgium, which now they're going to invade. But Britain actually comes in and helps them. So at the start, before Britain got its troops able to get in there, they managed to get that. And then as soon as they heard that, they mobilized their troops here and took this. And they also started pushing in by here, eventually connecting their colonies by here. Then they pushed up by here, taking major cities around the coast. And eventually it's only this, and they didn't want to get encircled, so they started to evacuate. So they started to evacuate a large portion of the army that was there. But when there was like a couple of like when there was like a couple of soldiers left, like a couple of like divisions left, they pushed there and they were encircled and they died. Now, the independent state of Belgium is rapidly falling now because of German troops coming up through there, and it falls, and Britain has to lose lands up here as well. And down there they lose everything, so down there is German occupied, or German controlled. Now, the Ottomans, seeing that Britain is lost like a lot of stuff and is weakened, they decide to invade Egypt and Sudan. So they take Egypt pretty quickly, and then they move down to Sudan via the Nile River. Austria-Hungary joins in, and so does Germany. Because Germany's like, you know what, we might as well just connect our colonies. So they quickly push, managing to take this, and the rest of what's left just surrenders to all of them. So now these are the borders. And Britain is losing its control in Africa, and Germany's dominating. Now, also in one of those wars, Germany ended up taking at least a little bit from this colony, and some of this one. Now, what they do is, I find that no one has um, taken this. So what they do is they quickly take it before anyone else does, so they have more control in the Atlantic. And from there, they can also send ships to here just in case they have to invade it, but they're not planning on invading Canada. They're like, let's just leave Canada alone. Maybe if we knock out Britain, we can give them independence or something. They're not really a big threat, but the United States is, so maybe we can form an alliance with Mexico to help attack them when we do. But since they thought about what could happen when they're sending that the British can intercept it by sending it from around by here, they decide to send it there because well, they would think that it would be an okay thing. But there was British colonies around there, but luckily it went right to Mexico, and Mexico agreed to it to get its old lands back. So, just wait again. I'm gonna have to go. I'm back. Alright, so they agree that when they start naval landing there, they would jump in, and they're glad that everything went perfect, for now at least. Ooh, what's invite friends all about? Ooh. Maybe I'll do that on like a different map when I'm not recording. This is like a private server. Anyway, so now, um, the Ottoman Empire declares war on Italy, and they take everything and then the French join in. And also, the reason why is because, you talk about nothing. Yeah, so the French take that, and then the Ottomans are like, we might as well just take this too. And France just takes that before it's all gone. And then Austria just steals some more too. Now, Italy is basically collapsing. They're dying. Do you hear me? They're dying. I'm just gonna chew in the mic! Anyway. Anyway, back to Africa. Well, how about we go into Asia? No, Middle East, Middle East, Middle East. So Germany decides to take these nations, which then Turkey's like, you know why are they doing this? We should jump in too. So before Germany could take the rest, they just came in, and they didn't stop there. They also just took the rest. Anyway, then so now we can see that the Ottoman Empire can actually rival the Germans. So they start breaking out into a Cold War, where it's basically just like they're gonna do some shit and then do some random shit at random fucking shit. What the fuck is a kilometer? No, I actually do know what a kilometer is. I'm not American. I was just trying to be crazy. Anyway, so after like a couple of months of this happening, no, that's way too close to the Ottoman color. That's still way too close. Or just perfect. So these guys rebel, which these are basically more like Ottoman people, like people who support the Ottomans and want to like join the Ottomans. Now, this consists of some of Hungary, right here, some of it like Italy basically, like parts of it, a lot of the Balkans, here, and right here. And since the Central Powers is basically Austria and Germany, Germany actually helps their buddy by getting rid of these smaller threats, and we mainly focus on this, but the Ottomans come in, and they make a deal with them, saying that if you help us, we'll give, like, the land that we took from you back, like, your mainland, not your colonies. And if we win this, you can take the lands that Austria took for you and even more. So they're like, okay. So now they have another front to deal with, but France joins in on these guys' side, saying, I want more Italy. They just want to make their empire. So they start invading, and Rome is captured. And after that, Austria and France come up with a deal where this is the thing now, and then Turkey's like, my god, bro, like, what the fuck? And the Central Powers make a deal with Greece that they can get some of their old lands back, not all, because they still hate Greece. And they accept, and they go to war with them, and they just get that, which weakens Turkey by a lot because they had a lot of casualties from that. And meanwhile, Austria. Fuck, I think I have bleach in my mouth. Oh fuck, I'm gonna fucking die. I hope. Anyway, so like I was saying, they start pushing. And it gets to a point where they push to there, but then Turkey starts to hold around by here. So Turkey starts holding, but they make a naval landing here, which frigs them up. And yeah, so anyway, actually I'm just gonna end it here because I think I need to go wash out my mouth. So sorry that it's gonna be early, but um, change of events. Oh frig. Can I edit it? Okay, well I just have to remember it's that one. Right. Yeah, leave. We leave Roblox. Okay, I'm gonna end it now. Goodbye. And I'm just gonna go wash